My name's Dan Sodergren. I'm going to talk to you about AI a little bit. It's a bit of a call to action. The only thing is, we've only got time, money, and energy in the world. Time, money, and energy. I've got about 10 minutes, apparently, which doesn't seem like enough time. So I'm most probably going to run out of time, but I'm not going to run out of energy. So let's get your brains working. OK, you might have seen me before. If you have, you'll know the answer. I can't teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Who said that? Shout it out, please. Have you seen me before? No, you're just very, very clever. Excellent. Socrates, yes. Socrates said that. And if Socrates says that, what chance have I got in about 9 minutes 47? I can only make you think. What about this one? If I had 8 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend 6 hours sharpening my axe. Who said that one? Anyone? How do you know, sir? It's on the site. Excellent. That's a bit of a learning lesson there. Read the slides rather than looking at me. And then this one's really, really important, which is, with the right people, the right technology, you take over the world. Without them, that world takes over you. Who said that one? Who's egotistical enough to actually bring himself in with Socrates, Abraham Lincoln, and then Dan Sodergren? It's me. I said that 2015. So how many years ago is that? 7 or 8? I don't know. I'm not great at maths. Point being is quite a bit ago. Yeah, quite a bit ago I said that. I think it's right now more than it was then. But of course I should be okay at doing that kind of stuff because my job, or part of my job, is to tell the future. I'm a tech futurist. I have the joy of going on the BBC and other stuff, which is good for me. They also call me a technology expert. We're going to talk about experts a little bit later on. But let's just kind of say, why am I here? I do know some stuff, but as my mum rightly says, I say, serial tech entrepreneur. She says, serial failure. Because she's mean. Jenny's a mean woman. No, that's not true. That's quite nice. Point being is that we all go through things. Anyway, so now the BBC call me a tech expert, which is good, and they now call me an AI specialist. Not an expert in AI, but a specialist in it. They also call me a tech journalist, which was yesterday, completely made up. They just said, oh, he's tech journalist Dan Sodergren. No, it isn't. But anyway, I also did, they just made it up, so why not? Anyway, also did a TED talk on this. This is in April. One of the gentlemen there actually came to it. Hello, mate. Actually came to it. He said it was quite good too. You can have a look online and have a look at it. Why am I mentioning that? Because in that TED talk, I talked about high-frequency change and the fact the world is changing at an ever-increasing rate. I also talked about leadership. In fact, we've got to change leadership styles. We've got to have a new type of leader to enjoy this next time on the planet. I also talked about this. The future of work is not what you think, not what you feel, it's what you love. This brings in the concept of these three things: think, feel, and love. So, let's go for number one. Think. Think links into time. One of the problems we have in this world is that we believe we have a lot of time. We believe we've got time not to do stuff. We believe we've got time not to change. And I believe right now that time is seriously running out. I was told not to swear in this one, so Rose, I'll honour that. I'm not going to swear. But we don't have very much effing time left to change things, not just, I love the fact you were saying, it's the end, AI is going to bring the end of the world. Thanks for that one. It's not, but it's going to change it fundamentally. I talked about this in, this was with Salford University, and this was the 12th of the 3rd, 2021. This is quite a long time ago in AI terms, and I was saying then, this kind of AI that we create is actually the most important thing we can do in humankind. Yeah. How would I know all that stuff? Well, does anyone know who this blurry image of? It's terribly blurry on this picture. You most probably don't. His chap's called Demis Hables. Anyone heard of Demis Hables? Yeah, a couple of people. Excellent. He's the guy who started DeepMind. Anyone heard of DeepMind? It's an AI company sold to Google. Anyone heard of Google? Ah, we get there. Okay, good. Right, so he sold that. That's Demis there. Yeah, so he's next to the highest people in the land or in America doing this kind of stuff. He said we had 10 years left. This was 7 years ago. I've known him for about 20 years, but he said about 7 years ago, we've got 10 years left in marketing because AI will do that, and a series of other jobs. Yeah, and he said that 7 years ago. So how come he got the time wrong? How come he got the maths wrong? These people don't get maths wrong. And the reason is because OpenAI did this thing called ChatGPT. Yeah. It took 72 years for the telephone to get to 100 million users. It took 72 days for ChatGPT to do the same. The progress on this, the speed of this, it's never happened before. Please remember and please write down, OpenAI is just one thing. OpenAI is just one company that's doing this right now. AI is a massive, massive opportunity. Okay? So when you see things, when they talk about GPT, it just means this. And if you ever want to write this kind of stuff down, you can do, right? The GPT stuff isn't that important, but what it does is it understands a lot of the, well, not understands, it's absorbed a lot of the internet, a load of different things. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, or the power of AI and GPT at the moment, that's not a problem. But what I would like you to write down is the fact that you can use it in your business now with your own data. It will help your business now, not tomorrow. This isn't a thing for geeks. This bit's for geeks, by the way, if you're a bit geeky. Yeah, and you're thinking about APIs and how your machine stuff can link into the GPT and all these other stuff, the AI systems, it can do with an API. Okay? Why do I bring this bit of geekiness in? Well, because GPT right now, ChatGPT and most AI systems don't need geeks at all. All you've got to do is to understand the human language. This is why it's changing the world. Okay? It used to be that computers were the thing. You'd have to know about coding. Then it was about knowing the internet and being a little bit geeky. Then it was social media and changing stuff. Now, with AI, everyone can do it. A 7-year-old up can do this. It's for everybody. So AI will not replace you. AI will not replace your jobs, but somebody using AI will. This is the situation you're now in. And I keep going around the country and around, hopefully very soon around the world, saying this very same thing. It's a huge opportunity for the co-op. And unfortunately, it doesn't make a difference how you feel about it. It's a bit like with money. It doesn't make a difference how you feel about it. It really doesn't make a difference how you feel. And I spoke to people in the conference that we did before, with the retail conference, and people were very scared about AI. But I'm here to tell you, you need to change your minds. Change the way you look at things. The things you look at change. You have to start thinking of AI in a positive way, because this change is happening externally, and it's happening to you. This is post the pandemic moment. The return to the whole point about remote working. That whole change isn't bringing the big change. AI is. I thought it would be about remote work and hybrid working, but the big change is now. Yeah, and this is why it's a kind of a call to arms for the cooperative movement, because if you don't get involved in this, all the bad people will, and they will run stuff. And the opportunity now is now. It's huge, this opportunity. If we don't prioritize being nice in this system, we're in deep trouble. Everybody in this room has data. Everybody has a way of getting involved in this. Everyone can be part of this 4th industrial revolution. You're now into the 5th industrial revolution, by the way, because of AI. It's moving this quickly. And I was trying to say that I wasn't going to scare people, so I'm going to end it with an idea about love and about energy. Yeah, because this is what you've got to bring. I always put my daughter in my slides, much to her chagrin now, but there you go. She's now like this, very different. She's 12. Yeah, this is only in 5 years she's changed a lot. In 5 months, that's how much AI has changed in 5 months. It is doubled. In the next 5 months, it will double again. It will be insane what it can do. Last year, version 1 with Midjourney and creating images. That's a year and a bit ago. Now look at it. Now think of that for everything. For every business operation, for everything it can do. We're not going to get close to being sentient. I know that, not yet. But you'd be amazed what people are doing. You might also be slightly scared. Okay? So this new world, whether we like it or not, is going to have AI involved. It's going to actually create a huge amount of value and worth. They're actually saying, this is McKinsey is saying, it's $4.4 trillion worth globally. The UK economy is $3.1 trillion. This AI movement is going to create You want to be getting involved in getting that money, because we have to be part of this. The only problem you're going to have is this. We talked about me being an AI expert. I'm saying no, I'm an enthusiast. Okay, I've known about it for a long time, and you could say tech expert, yes. But the reality is you don't want to talk to experts. And there are no really deep people in AI, except the really, really expensive ones. You just need to be talking to somebody who's an entrepreneur who's doing it. And I want you all to start doing it, because it doesn't take much. It just literally takes half an hour of your time to start playing around with it. I played around with it, wrote a book about the AI advantage, how you can start your own business using it. Please go and use that. In fact, Rose, I'll give it away for free, because you did talk to me about that one. How to do your own marketing using AI. Again, everybody in this room can do this. You don't have to know anything about marketing anymore. You can just do it yourselves. Yeah, you can either go on AI marketing courses. Of course, that's the kind of thing that I'm doing. Of course I am. I'm an entrepreneur, right? Right. The key bit, and I did promise I wouldn't go over 10 minutes, is this. That AI won't replace you, your business, or the cooperative, or your idea. It won't. But somebody else using it, or some set of people using it, will. And I'm talking about this en masse. If the cooperative movement doesn't, it's not like social media, it's not like having websites. This thing's bigger than all of those things put together. This is a paradigm shift you really should be a part of. And you've got to act quite quickly. Hopefully you can act now. I'm also guessing in the room that I've just scared 94% of you. I'm only joking, I'm not an AI system. Point being is this, 3 things to do. AI is a lot easier to do than you think. All you've got to do is know the English language and have a play around with it. It's not techie even slightly. That's why it's so clever. It's going to transform the way that we all do work, whether we like it and the way we feel about it. It doesn't make that much difference. And then the last bit, I actually truly believe that AI will save the world. Maybe not everything in the world, but we've got much more of a chance using this amazing amount of computer intelligence than before. Someone yesterday accused me of being an AI system. I was on the radio show and said, well, you could have been AI. I'm not AI, obviously. I'm here. It's not a hologram. I'm a real person with real feelings, real emotions. Hopefully you enjoyed my talk. Hopefully you did. If you do, you can go find more about me at dansodergren.com. And with that, I hope that talk didn't scare you too much. Please be part of the AI revolution as quickly as you possibly can. Thanks so much for your time.
Just come and join us now. It's going to be V next. So what we're going to do is we're going to be expecting responses to Dan's provocation